network is Spiritual Progressives. I'm not sure if Annette told you this or not, but we're the interfaith advocacy arm of TIKKUN magazine. And what we seek to do is transform our materialist and corporate-dominated society into a caring society through our consciousness-raising, advocacy, and public awareness campaigns that promote a new bottom line based on generosity, peace, and social transformation. Exactly what you guys are doing in the area of law, of course. The NSP shifts this mass consciousness by challenging status quo ideas of what is possible. And what we're hoping to do with you all is to bring this message to the broader society so that you in the legal field that are doing this work can connect with people in the medical field, in the education field, in corporations, even in government, for people who are also interested in promoting this new bottom line. And by the new bottom line, what I mean is that our institutions, our corporations, our legal profession, our educational system, our healthcare system, will be judged not based on whether they maximize money and power like they are now, but instead based on the extent to which they promote love and care, kindness and generosity, peace and justice, environmental sanity, social and economic justice, treating each other as embodiments of the sacred and responding to our universe with awe, wonder, and radical amazement so that we actually will feel inspired to make the radical changes that are necessary to save our planet. And so what we're hoping that you all will do is join with us in this movement to connect with me and help build and expand our legal task force so that we can bring this message into the society on a much larger basis, so that we can get to corporate law firms and into law schools and into all forms of the legal profession to bring the work that you're doing and expand it. And one way you can help me do that is by talking with me about how we might do that and joining the legal task force. And you'll be getting a letter that talks a little bit about this after the conference. But please, if you're interested, do contact me. The website is spiritualprogressives.org, and my email is kat@spiritualprogressives.org. And so to do this, another way that you can help do this is to write articles that we can publish in our magazine, TIKKUN, and also on our blog. And then we can promote the work that you're doing and show people that people in the legal profession are actually working really hard and doing amazing work to bring this new bottom line into our society. We have a medical task force that we're creating that's doing the same exact work. And we're hoping that through these task force in different fields, that people won't feel so alone in the work and know that actually there's a social change movement happening, and that people around the world in all different professions in social change movements want to promote a new bottom line as the foundation for transformation in our society. One of the things we know is that people feel very isolated in their work and think that it's only happening in their small field or in their little area. And what our movement hopes to do is to connect all these wonderful activists and people in different professional fields that are working to change our world with each other, so that they understand they're not alone and that they're well connected and that there's a mass movement of people wanting to change our society. I think of it like spokes on a wheel. As people work on different individual issues, whether it's homelessness or in the legal profession or in the medical profession or on coal or fracking or prison rights, all these different fields are spokes on a wheel, but there's not a hub, there's not a center or an outer rim, connecting these. And so the new bottom line I like to think of as the hub that joins these different activist movements and energies together. And that what the foundation and the root of all of these groups is the fact that they all are promoting a new bottom line. They're not using that language, and that's one of the things that the NSP helps people do, is to actually use the language of the new bottom line and unite all these different groups together. And then by joining in the NSP, then the outer rim is connected, and that everyone working on different issues and in different fields feel connected, and then the wheel can move more effectively forward. And so I hope that you'll join with us and help us build this movement and make it expansive and reach further and further, both so that you have support in the work you're doing and feel connected to others, and so that others in the field of medicine or education or corporations who are trying to bring this vision into their work environments also understand it's happening in the legal profession. And it's so important that it happen in the legal profession, as you know, because that's the foundation of our society. And if we can transform our legal profession to be grounded on principles of love and kindness, that will spread throughout our society. So I really hope that you'll join us and connect with us to help build this massive movement. Another way you can do that is by putting a link to our organization on your website and say to people, I support the Network of Spiritual Progressives. I'm a member of the Network of Spiritual Progressives, and my work is deeply aligned with their work. And then when you're talking to clients or students, they can see that they're not alone when they join in attempting to create a different society. I know as a mediator and a collaborative professional, when people would come into my office and we'd create an environment that was grounded on these principles of love and connection, then what I would say to them is when you leave my office, you're going to go back into the quote-unquote real world where those are not the guiding principles, and you're going to hear people say to you, why did you agree to that? You know, in a court of law, that judge would have never given that to you, so why did you agree to that? And those messages of money and power and winning are so prevalent in our society that it's helpful for people to understand that they're part of a whole movement of people who are trying to do it differently. And that will make it much easier for your clients and for your students and for your colleagues to stay committed to a transformative vision, even when they leave your classroom or your office. So I think I'll stop there. Again, our website is spiritualprogressives.org, and you can email me at kat@spiritualprogressives.org. We have concrete proposals for how to bring this vision into our society through the Environmental and Social Responsibility Amendment to the U.S. Constitution and the Global Marshall Plan, both of which you can read on our website, and I hope you will, and help us get these visions spread throughout our society. I'm not sure if that was 5 minutes, but I think it was close. If you have any questions, I'll stay on for a couple minutes. Thank you so much, Annette and Peter and everyone, for giving me this opportunity.